Kentucky's top prospect Tay Kinney continues to shine in Treviso, Italy at the 2025 Adidas Eurocamp. Let's see what's new about this guy who could land for the Wildcats. The 2025 Adidas Eurocamp in Treviso, Italy is off to a great start for scouts, from Kentucky basketball and other college programs looking for the next generation of promising talent. Among the standouts from the first day of games is Tay Kinney, who has been turning heads not only for his performance in the Team 3 SSB Select, but also for the enormous potential he displays as a top prospect in the 2026 class. His all-around game and leadership skills on the court make him a top target for Kentucky, and Mark Pope should be keeping an eye out. Kinney was a key player in Team 3 SSB Select's 107-86 victory over Team Next Gen. The young point guard had 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists in 18 minutes, demonstrating a consistent presence both offensively and defensively. While his shooting numbers, 4-10 FG, 1-3 three-pointers, may not be impressive at first glance, it was his ability to lead the team and make decisions under pressure that really stood out. His ability to distribute the ball and create opportunities for his teammates, even in moments of adversity, is something that Mark Pope deeply values in his systems. In addition, Kinney showed physical and mental resilience in facing an aggressive defense and staying calm amid mistakes. He only had 2 turnovers in 18 minutes, a fairly low number considering the level of competition. This is crucial in a program like Kentucky, where players are constantly put under intense eyes and have to make quick decisions in high-pressure situations. Kinney's combination of playmaking, court vision, and athletic ability make him an ideal candidate to fill the void left by previous players in the program. But Tay Kinney wasn't the only one to shine on the first day of Eurocamp. Deron Rippey, Jr., Caleb Holt, and Anthony Thompson also had solid performances, contributing significantly to Team 3 SSB Select's victory. However, it's impossible not to highlight Kinney's singular impact, especially when it comes to adapting to the style of play that Mark Pope is looking to implement. The coach has emphasized the importance of having smart, versatile point guards who can lead quick transitions, penetrate defenses, and open up space for their teammates. Kinney seems to be the embodiment of those traits. Another aspect that makes Kinney even more appealing to Kentucky is his ranking as the 18th best overall player in the 2026 class, according to the available rankings. That position reflects not only his current talent, but also his potential for growth. Players like him, who combine technical skill with tactical nous, tend to thrive in competitive environments like Kentucky's, where individual development is prioritized without compromising collective success. There's still plenty to see in the coming days of Eurocamp, especially with Team 3 SSB Select facing off against teams comprised of international prospects and 2025 NBA draft hopefuls. These matchups will be crucial in assessing how Kinney and his teammates stack up against more experienced and physically dominant opponents. However, what has been shown so far is enough to generate optimism among Kentucky fans and concern among their rivals. Reflecting on Tay Kinney, he has the leadership, versatility, and competitive instincts to become a mainstay of the program for years to come if recruited. Additionally, his presence could attract other high-level prospects, further strengthening the roster. As Eurocamp continues to reveal new insights into the best young talent in the world, it's clear that Kinney should be at the top of Kentucky's priority list. And of course, the Wildcats may have their eye on other standout guys in this league as well, and Pope should be very careful. Kentucky is trending in several predictions. Let's take a look. After the final decisions of the NBA draft, ESPN adjusted its preseason rankings, and Kentucky made a notable jump, rising from 11th to 9th in the top 25. This improvement reflects the confidence in Pope's revamped roster, which combines talent, depth, and versatility, highlighted by the return of leading scorer Otega Owe for his senior season in Lexington. Strategic moves in the transfer market and the arrival of promising young players reinforce the perception that the Wildcats are ready to compete among the best in the country. Kentucky's strength for the 2025-26 season is on the perimeter, which was described as absolutely stacked by ESPN's Jeff Borzello. The arrival of transfers such as Jalen Lowe from Pittsburgh, Cam Williams from Tulane, and Denzel Aberdeen from Florida add experience and skill to the group. Lowe, who averaged 16.8 points per game at Pitt, is seen as a point guard with the potential to elevate the team, although he will need to overcome some inefficiency. Aberdeen, who could start on any SEC team, brings consistency, while Williams adds depth. In addition, five-star recruit Jasper Johnson, one of the top prospects in the country, promises to be an impactful piece from the start. The return of Owe, who scored 16.2 points per game last season, and backup Colin Chandler completes a perimeter that combines scoring, creativity, and energy. In the front court, Mark Pope prioritized defense by bringing in Muhammad Diobati, a former Alabama player, and Jaden Quaintance, a transfer from Arizona State. Diobati, with his defensive intensity, and Quaintance, a lottery prospect who scored 9.4 points per game on his former team, form a promising duo in the paint. However, Quaintance's recovery from a torn ACL suffered in February will be a factor to monitor. Until he returns to full fitness, Brandon Garrison, another standout on the roster, will have the opportunity to take on a larger role. The versatility of these players allows Pope to explore different formations while keeping the defense as the team's central pillar. Coach Mark Pope, in his second year at the helm of the Wildcats, has already demonstrated an ability to create chemistry on diverse rosters. His tactical approach, which emphasizes centers as creative centers on offense, gives him intriguing options in Diobati, Quaintance, and international Andrija Jelavic. Jelavic, who scored in double figures for his professional club overseas, brings experience, while Quaintance and Diobati offer athleticism and technical potential. While the roster lacks the same volume of long-range shooting that characterized Pope's first year, the improved defense and playmaking ability on the perimeter make up for that lack. The depth of the roster is another strength. In addition to the projected starters, Lowe, Aberdeen, Owe, Diobati, and Quaintance, players like Garrison, Chandler, Trent Noah, Malachi Moreno, Reese Potter, and Braden Hawthorne are competing for minutes in a highly competitive rotation. This abundance of talent creates an environment where even top-tier players will have to fight for playing time, which could elevate the team's collective performance. Pope's ability to manage that depth will be crucial, but his experience suggests he's up for the challenge. While ESPN has Kentucky at number 9, other analysts are also expressing optimism. C.J. Moore of The Athletic highlighted the potential of the Wildcats' front court, even though the team did not appear in his national rankings. Moore noted that if Jalen Lowe can develop into an elite point guard, and at least one of the centers, Jelavic, Diobati, or Quaintance, can produce consistently, Kentucky could be a legitimate title contender. The absence of dominant center Amari Williams is a void, but the combination of raw talent and Pope's philosophy offers hope that the paint will be competitive. ESPN's rankings place Purdue, one of Kentucky's preseason opponents, at number 1, followed by defending champion Florida, Houston, UConn, and St. John's. Kentucky's position in the top 10 puts them in a select elite group, but also on a challenging path, with games against high-caliber teams that will test the team's preparation. This season promises to be a test of Mark Pope's vision, as he has shaped the roster into a balanced unit with solid defense, varied offensive options, and a deep bench. Let me hear your thoughts now.